All right. This is one of those relaxing talks, kadak chai talks. You know, kadak chai? I'm taking kadak chai. Yes. And today we got a nice question from an Indian subscriber who watches my channel. Oh, hot. Don't mind. I'll keep sipping it when I watch. So you also relax and watch. So this Indian guy, he sends me right out of the blue. He said, "Hi, Mr. Loy. I've been following your videos. I watch your channel. I have a question to ask you because I respect your views. Can you give me your opinion?" I was like, "Yeah, chalo, ask me, ask me." Okay. So his question was, "My name is so and so. I'm a professional based in India. Okay, and I'm in love with a Thai female. So I asked him, okay, you're in love with Thai. Is she based in India or is she based in Thailand? Because, I need to figure out where is she based. So he said, no, she is based in India and I'm in love with her. Well, okay, fine. So, because there are a lot of people who are in love with a girl, but she's based in some other country and he's based somewhere else. So I said, okay, fine. Much better if the person is with you face to face and, you can interact. Okay. So, by the way, I forgot to ask him if they were working together or whatever, but they are based in the same city, in the same place, and they know each other. So I asked him, okay, so what is the problem? Problem is, she has a couple of bacha log. She has around five kids. Five. Panch Pandav. I was like, oh, fantastic. Mind blasting. Chalo, Panch ho gaya. Disco dandiya. So then I asked him, these five kids are yours? He said, no, they're not mine. Okay. So you have a female who has Panch Pandav, five bacha log from somebody else? He said, yeah, her ex. So then I asked him, single X or multiple X's? He said, no, just one. Ah, acha ladki hai, acha ladki hai. Okay, so she has five bacha log, Panch Pandav from ex-husband. Okay. So obviously I knew what he was getting at, but I wanted him to tell me what his problem is. I didn't want to assume. So I told him, so problem kya hai? Nahi sir, I want to marry her. She want to marry me. Okay. I wanted to ask you, is it a good idea or not? I wanted to ask you if it is a good idea or not. Very gund idea, not just good, gund. You know. Hmm. As it is, getting married to a girl from a different culture is one challenge. Second challenge is marrying a girl who has one baby. But this is not one baby. This is the whole village. Panch Pandav. So my Indian Hindu brother was asking me, sir, मैं in simple words asking, sir, मैं suicide करूं या नहीं करूं? Is it a good idea to suicide or I shouldn't suicide? What do you think? So I told him what was obvious. मेरे भाई, I told him, my dear friend, don't waste your time. Just forget. He kept quiet. He said, okay. But then I felt a little bad. I was like, okay, wait. Let me explain to him. So I told him in simple language, I told him, see, boss, first is it's not your children. That's number one. Number two is no matter what sacrifice you do for the children, they will never respect you like they respect their actual father, or they will respect the mother. They'll never give you the respect. You can give your whole wealth, you can give your life, whatever. Maybe they'll be like, he acha admi, he's a nice man, but he did it only because of my mother. He didn't do it for us. So that disconnect is there. It's not biologically your son or daughter. And remember, no matter how loving, caring, sweet you are, it's still not your son, or daughter. Okay, agreed. There are these Western Instagram clips. Oh, would you accept me as your father? Oh, he's my foster father. He adopted me. Those are far and few. And those are lucky. Those people are lucky that the child, the values, and the father's personality and whatever, it all came together. But I know much more cases where Forget having someone else's child. Your own child doesn't listen to you. Gets into smoking, drinking, drugs, bad company, relationships, girlfriend, career failure. And, if it is your own child, it's hard enough. And then having someone else's child is even more harder. And then having five of them is 5x. So I told him, you'll be spending crores of rupees, millions, just to educate. And then he told me, no, she told me she will manage. I said, boss, listen. A female will tell you sun, moon, and stars, and like a guy, when he wants a girl, when he wants to have sex, he'll promise her sun, moon, and stars. A girl, just to get you married, will promise you sun, moon, and stars. But once you get married, you are expected to be the man and you're expected to take care of her. So don't fall for that dialogue that no, I'll take care and all that. See, because once after you get married, let's say, for example, tomorrow she falls sick, she is hospitalized. So what are you going to do? Dump her ass and say, no, you told you'll take care of yourself? Or let's assume a child has an accident and for life-saving surgery, you need, 10,000, 20,000. Well, and she'll say, please help me, save my son. What are you going to say? No, you told. It's not possible, yeah, boss. It's not at all possible. Once you get married, you're not just married to that female, you're married to everyone who is important to her. And most important of all, which I forgot to tell him, is she will love the children more than you, no matter what happens. No matter how bad the situation, the children are her own, came from her own body. In fact, my wife, I know for a fact, loves my baby more than me. It's a fact. There's nothing to feel bad about. Okay, so I told him this. But then he asked me quite a thought-provoking question. He said, okay, I'm convinced. Fine. So I ended up breaking up two people. Okay. Then he asked me, sir, I just want to ask you, can you please tell me why so many females from Thailand, Vietnam, all these Southeast Asian countries, Thailand, Philippines, whatever. Why are they single mothers? Why so many single mothers? I said, why, you don't know? He said, no, I don't know. In India, it's there are not so many single mothers. I said, okay, fine. There are too many points. Can I make a video? He said, okay, fine. So I'm making this video to tell you why there are single mothers more in Philippines, in Thailand, in Vietnam, in all these Southeast, Korea, whatever, but not in India. And I'm not going to give you some researched, I'm giving you basic common sense. Okay. So you can tell me if I'm wrong because I'm going to speak to you from my own personal experience. And yes, common sense. See, first and foremost, try to understand in India, there are a lot of outdated thinking. Outdated means religious, cultural, traditional. They are very backward. We think India is very modern. It is not modern, my dear friend. It is very backward. And the women, unfortunately, like in Islam, women are at the lower position. Man is considered at the upper position because he is the breadwinner. He takes care of the family. He looks after everyone. So he's given the position of authority, but there are many men who abuse it. And because of this abuse, females are generally thought in Indian culture, which now anyway, nobody gives a fuck, but it's there. A female is meant to serve the husband. Your whole life is dedicated to serving the husband, which doesn't happen, but it happens mostly in the village. You are supposed to serve the husband. You're supposed to serve the family. In fact, some of the families, they get married to having a girl to get a maid. Oh, we'll get a cook, a cleaner, caretaker. She'll take care of me. She'll take care of my wife. She'll take care of my son. So they are actually looking for a maid. Most of the Indian families, most of the Indian men. Okay, that is why now the extreme has taken place where females are like, fuck you, this and that. Okay. So with all this, which is the foundation, Indians, the culture, tradition being very outdated, there is a lot of, there's a massive pride when a girl gets married, or it's mandatory for the girl to get married. And after you get married, you should stay married, because if you don't stay married, it is an insult. It is like a stigma. If you're single, how many times have you heard, people asking, oh, you're still single. Nowadays, they even ask the guys, oh, you're single? Girls have even more pressure. Oh, she's going to be 30, not yet married. Aye. When she'll, hi Ram. When will she get married? When she'll have children? What is this? What you're doing? Like how they killed that tennis star, no? The parents are paranoid because they're very involved in the society, in what society says. They want their nose to be up. Oh, our respect. So the girl has to get married as quickly as possible. Okay. And after you get married, they you should stay married, even if the husband abuses, shouts, screams, beats you, whatever. But nowadays, girls, like I told you, they take the husband to jail, they get a divorce, and they get alimony, and they milk. Not only that, they milk the husband dry. Okay. However, majority of the cases, let me drink my chai. Okay. Majority of the cases, it is a family honor, and that is at stake. That you should stay married. If you get divorced or you get separated, it is considered disgrace. So to save face, to save their respect and dignity, the girl stays married. And the girl's parents also say, in Hindi they say, naak kat jayegi, means our nose will be cut off in society. What will people say? Because if you get a divorced daughter or you get even a widow, it's considered a black mark for a family. All right. So first is the narrow-mindedness, the outdated Indian philosophy, mostly Hinduism. Okay, it's there. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Even in Islam, it is women are like slaves. The outdated ones who follow that. In Indians, this thing, it's more about getting a maid and a cleaner and cook and everything else, and she has to take the shit for the rest of her life. All right. Also remember why the pressure is, because it's not just a man and woman get married, it's two families get married. They consider marriage as two families, not just a man and woman, boy or girl. Okay. And then I told you about the reputation and the standing. If you're married, wow, what a stable family, what a loving family. That's why they have the Facebook photographs, husband, wife, and two kids. They're standing with pride. Even if they are fighting like cats and dogs, even if they're not happy, they have to show the world. Okay. And it is considered a duty of the wife to suffer. Okay, the woman should suffer. She's a mother, she's a wife. She has to suffer and endure for, the goodness of the family. Okay, she is meant to sacrifice. So this kind of stigma, this kind of pressure, this kind of upbringing and thinking exists in our Indian society. Now, one more thing you need to understand is, in the Philippine and Thai culture, having a child, baby, out of wedlock is not a shame. It's not encouraged, but it's not a shame. It's not like if you have a child out of wedlock, oh, shame, oh. In India, it is like literally like death. It is like a curse. If you have a child outside marriage, like in Islam, they'll stone you to death. Here, they don't actually stone you, but you finished. Your respect is destroyed. And because the pressure is so much, the female might actually think of killing herself. In fact, being a female is such a drawback in some parts of India, or I don't know, many parts of India, where if they have a female child, the woman gets beaten up or beaten to death in some cases, or they even abort the child. What do you call that? The child. I don't know, the cell, whatever. They abort the fetus. Sorry, they abort the fetus because it's a girl child. In fact, I've been pressurized. Loy, don't you want a son? Don't you want a son? No, go fuck yourself. I don't want a son. I'm very happy with a daughter. I don't want a son at all. There is this pressure in Indian society. If you have a son, your name will go ahead. Future, the Machedo clan. I don't give a fuck about the Machedo clan. Okay, that is a very Indian thing. Outdated Indian practice. Our name should continue forever. No, fuck you. I don't want the name to continue forever. Okay. For me, whether I get a son or daughter, for me, it's the child that matters, and I want the child to be a good human being. And whatever name, whatever this thing, after I'm dead, you continue whatever. I don't want that headache. Oh, after I'm dead, the legacy should continue. It's not required. I don't feel anything about it. There are people who believe, oh, our legacy should continue. The Machedo clan or D'Souza or the Rajput clan. All that you keep it to yourself. After you're dead, you're dead. Okay. For me, all that matters is my daughter is happy. If she does have a family, she's happy. And if she does have children, they are raised beautifully. Okay, that's about it. That's what is important to me. But for Indian people, the name should be there. Oh, if you have a boy, it's a boy. And by the way, in marriage, the boy, if they have a boy, he gets dowry. He gets the money. So because it's an honor for, he's giving the honor. Oh, you're getting married to me, you give me the money. In the Thai culture, the boy gives the girl money because the girl is going to dedicate her life. Their logic is the girl is going to dedicate her life to the husband. So who will take care of the mother and father? Who will take care of the family? Because one more thing which is not there in the Indian culture, in Philippines and Thailand, the girl is more like the man of the house. The girl is more like an additional set of hands and legs. And girls are not petite and all that. You know, our Indian girls are very ning, 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 ning. They show that way, you know. You should see most of these girls, like even if you see the Instagram reels, these Chinese girls are taught martial arts, they're taught gymnast. So many Thai and Vietnamese and Filipino females, Filipinas, they sit and work. They work in the rice fields. They work some job. They'll work in the construction industry. They'll take care of their family. Yes, this happens in India, but that position of being the bread earner of the family is given to the man. But here in Thai families, it is the girl and the guy both work together to help the family. So it's not like only the man is the thing. No, they give the respect to the man, but the females work as hard as men and even harder. Okay. Um, the approach in Thailand and Philippines and Asian Southeastern countries is Southeast Asia, sorry, is a very individualistic approach and not based entirely on for the family. They look at individually, are you happy? My wife was married twice before, not in a big pomp and show and this and that traditionally, but both the times the guy who was a Thai turned out to be abusive, beating, drinking, this, that, which she was not aware of. And even though she knew the person very closely, she she didn't tell the parents because she believed that her love could change or she had to endure. When the parents found out, they said, "No, leave, just leave him, let him bugger off, come," because they were physically, hitting my wifey. My wifey means now she's my. That time they were physically hitting her. Even in one case, which this is very sensitive, but her previous husband even used to catch her neck and force the alcoholic bottle for her to drink, which she never touched alcohol. So that was the kind of abuse. And when the parents found out, they were like, "You're not going to take shit anymore. Come back here. There is nothing to be ashamed about. You are our daughter. We care about your happiness. We give a damn to what anyone says." That is not very much in the Indian culture. I'm sorry to say, Indian culture, society, and tradition. Mostly, if it's a modern family, highly educated, it's different. But majority of India is not like that. Okay. The focus on Thai, Philippines, and Southeast Asian females is personal happiness, personal well-being, and individual strength. Okay. They empower women and they give them the role of even being the head of the family where they can take care of everyone. They're given a lot of economic opportunities to work. They are encouraged to travel abroad and work overseas. Okay. Even if the job is just maybe working in a factory. Indian women are not given that kind of independence. They're not encouraged. I'm not talking of the highly educated ones. I'm talking of the majority of India's population. In India, the family dependence is more on men. In Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, all these countries, it can be the man and the girl. And if it's in many times, in many cases, it's only the girl who takes care of the family. The boys tend to have a lot of bad habits like smoking, drinking, drugs, being womenizers, and whatever. Okay. There is a stronger economic participation of women, which is not there in India. Women are more empowered here, much more than in India. And, I'm sorry to say, but India is more or less considered like the rapes that are happening. It's considered very taboo if a girl is raped. It's better for a girl who's raped to keep quiet, and endure the emotional, mental, physical pain rather than speak about it because they consider it a shame in society. Oh, what will people say? In Thailand, the girl will take a knife and fucking chop the balls off that guy. If you even Philippines, don't underestimate them. They are very strong. Most of the girls learn bloody Muay Thai, man, Muay Thai and boxing. That is why you get cases where Indian men have been beaten up by the Thai females. Thai females, don't underestimate them. They will use their claws, they will use their kicks and punches, and even if you injure them, they'll come back, take a stick and something, and bash your head off. So they are not to be underestimated by any means. And understand this much: the DNA, Indian females' DNA, is weaker than what I've observed. Filipinos, Thai women, they are, I don't know, Chinese, they're physically more stronger, mentally more stronger than Indian women. Yeah, mentally maybe, okay, can be debatable, but physically much more. That is why if you see their DNA structure, even if they have 4, 5 babies, they're still attractive, petite, and beautiful. They tend to maintain that youthful looks. That is why if you meet a female in Thailand, you can't even guess their age sometimes. They might have 4, 5 kids and they'll still look like a petite little baby. An Indian female, once she gets one baby, she becomes like a Michelin tire, big blue, 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 blue. Okay. So, anyway, this is what it is. He was asking me as to why, you know, these females are single mothers, so many, while Indians, why? It's nothing to be proud of. It's one of the harsh realities of the traditional cultural approach of India. And that is one of the major reasons why I preferred my daughter not to have the Indian passport and Indian citizenship. I prefer her to have the benefits, the perks, the protection, and the empowerment that the Thai system has. When you compare India to Thailand, Thailand any day, I'm telling you, any day is way better than India, way better, especially for a female. Open challenge, I can tell you. Even my daughter gets absolute practical education here in her school for free, thanks to the Thai government. Which I doubt in India, free education is only for the beggars and the poorest of the poor. In Thailand, it is even good families. They don't mind sending their children. The education is that good. I'm telling you this, the involvement. My daughter right now is being taught how to use the iPad and, to interact with it and to use it to gain information. And she's only 6 years old. Tell me in India, do they do this? So, and also they are taught outdoor activities like in the village, farming. They teach them actual farming. Can you believe this? In school? In India, they do that. Practical survival skills, and they are encouraged to even work, actual work, and participate with their parents to sell fish or sell, stuff that they cook, or the clothing shop, or whatever stall that they have. In India, they just want them to get expensive office jobs. These people are actually taught survival skill, and if nothing else, hard work in the sun. My wife used to work 8 to 12 hours in the heat of the sun, uh, in a field. Okay. She used to work in construction. She used to work in fixing things. Can you imagine a girl doing that in India and being, given the respect like what it is? It would be looked down upon. That's what it is. Anyway, these are my views. Let me know yours. I would love to hear what you have to say. But like I said, this is my perspective. I didn't refer any, statistics and this and that. Let me know, what do you think? I'd love to hear your point of view. And the advice that I gave that guy, was it right or wrong? Feel free. And agree to disagree. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Comment down below. This is me signing off. Yalla. Bye.